guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on this bad boy. This is the Revlon One Step, sorry I'm just reading off my phone, but it's the Revlon One Step Hair Dryer and Volumizer Hot Air Brush. Mine is in the black and pink. I think you can also get it in a mint and black, where it's majority mint and the accents are black. This retails for, now this is the pricing on Amazon, so I don't know if this is the pricing everywhere, but it retails for $64.96, which is a really odd way to price it. I don't know why it's just not like $64.99 or something. But that's what it retails for on Amazon, and it is available by Prime purchase. So you can get this on free 1-day delivery. You probably even get it on the free 2-day if you can't make it for the 1-day cut. But my Amazon is telling me that I purchased this on November 29, 2019. So with it being what, today is February 17th, 2020. So I've had about 2.5 months of using this, and I've used it pretty much almost every day that I've washed my hair. I want to say probably since I colored my hair. This is probably like, I've only probably used it twice since then because I've let it air dry, but for the majority of the time when I wash my hair, I do use this brush. I'm getting like dog hair all stuck in it now too. But yeah, so I will insert a demo of me drying my hair. The end result is what you're seeing right now. So I will insert a demo of me using this tool to dry my hair, probably at the end of this video. But this is what the end result looks like. So, I mean, it didn't add a lot of volume to my hair, but I feel like this is like more than what I would get with like a blow dryer. So it does add, I mean, it adds more volume probably down here. What I would say is it doesn't completely flatten my hair. So if you like to blow dry and round brush your hair while you're blow drying, this is basically what that does. But I find it easier with this because you're not having to hold a brush and then a blow dryer. I mean, you still end up using both hands because you're doing it like this, but I feel like it's a lot easier because you're only holding the weight of this. That being said, this tool is quite heavy, so I will say that's one of its downfalls. It is really heavy, so sometimes your arms will get tired of holding this up. So I will say that that's kind of a crappy part. The other thing is it gets really, really hot really quickly. So it's got 3 settings. So you have a cool setting, a low setting, and a high setting. I feel like with the low setting, you just don't get enough heat. And then with the high setting, you get almost too much. So you'll notice me during my demo, I'm kind of like waving my arms around because I'm getting really overheated, but it does get really hot. I do wish it had one more setting where it was kind of like a medium. Something between the low and high. So typically when I use this, I like to go in with the high setting, and then I will end it off by using the cool setting just to kind of set my hair. Ever since I made the switch to this, like, it's just been a dream. It makes my hair so nice and sleek, and my hair is generally straight, but when I blow dry it, it's not like, I feel like it doesn't go like this. Like, basically it takes out all the frizz from my hair, and I feel like when I blow dry it doesn't remove frizz, so I end up having to go in with my hair straightener to kind of remove any frizz. But I feel like there's really no frizz at all. I kind of like the way it makes my hair sweep, like my layers, almost makes it look a little, I mean, it is naturally straight, but it gives it like a natural flow, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So overall, I really do love this. I think if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9 just because of the heat setting and the weight of this. The weight, I feel like it's fine because you hold, like, you have the tip up here. So when you've got it in your hair, and you'll see me doing it when I do my demo. I always hold it from here and from the end, and then I'll brush through like this. And I feel like that just kind of helps you not feel the weight of this thing, but the heat thing I do wish. So you'll notice that the shape of this is also an oval. It's not completely round. And I feel like that helps so much with the volume that you get in your hair. Oh, also I should say, don't think that you can go in with this on completely soaking wet hair. You will be standing there for hours trying to dry your hair with this. It will not work. This tool is more so meant, and you'll see, I'll explain a little bit before I do my demo as well. It's more so meant for you to let your hair air dry to a point where it's just kind of damp to the touch. You don't want it soaking wet. So I use one of those turban towels that you'll see during my demo, and basically that soaks up all the moisture from my hair, and it just kind of leaves my hair feeling a bit damp and not so soaking wet. And so that's what you want before you go in with this, because otherwise you'll be standing there for like 4 hours trying to dry your hair, and it's not going to give you the look that you want. So I highly recommend letting your hair either air dry or towel dry for at least about 30 minutes before you go into style with this. So, I mean, on a typical day, if I'm going out, I will wash my hair. I'll put it in the towel. And if I want, I can go ahead and do my makeup before I go in and straighten, or I mean, blow dry my hair. But sometimes I just do like my skincare routine. I do extra moisture. I'll do like a sheet mask while I'm letting my hair dry. And then I go in with this guy and I'll dry my hair. So I feel like it saves a lot of time when you're trying to get ready, especially if you can handle doing it that way. But if you just want to, you know, dry your hair as soon as you're out of the shower, then maybe a blow dryer is the way to go for you. So the other thing I will say is, if your hair, I mean, my hair texture is already kind of silky straight anyways. I do get a little bit of frizz if I don't manage my hair properly. It's not so crazy that other people will notice it, but I notice the frizz. So I really love this tool for that. Now, that goes for saying I don't know how this will work on super frizzy hair. I do have a few friends who have really frizzy curly hair, and they use this. And they absolutely swear by it. They love it. Everyone that I've talked to that's used this has an appreciation for it. I think maybe there was one person that it just absolutely did not work for. But she also didn't use it while her hair was just damp. She kind of went in with it when it was soaking wet. I'm trying to remember who it was, but I can't remember. But yeah, I do think this works. It does remove frizz. And before I purchased it, I did watch someone's video, and I don't remember who it was right now, but I'm going to look her up and I will link her video in the down bar, because she does a comparison of this alongside the dry bar hot brush. So if you're considering getting the dry bar one versus this one, I think that video is definitely worth a watch, because it completely sold me on this guy. So I will find that video and I'll link it for you in the down bar below, so that you can go ahead and watch that as well before you make the decision to purchase this. But I am so glad this thing is in my life. I had seen a lot of people using this, and then I had a friend who was using it that basically convinced me I needed this in my life, and I would not go back. So I think that I don't need another blow dryer ever again in my life, because I have this thing. It is a little weighted, so obviously I don't know if it would be the greatest for travel, but I would probably try and take this with me on any trips that I go on, especially if I'm going to a super humid area where I feel like my hair might get frizzy. I feel like this would be super useful. So yeah, I mean, my recommendation is, if you haven't tried this, give it a shot, because I think it's great. But then again, it all depends on your preferences and your hair and all of that. But yeah, I am going to now roll you into the demo clip so you can see how I use this tool. And obviously I will put some music over it, because who wants to listen to a blow dryer going off? It's pretty loud, this guy. All right, so let's roll into that clip and I'll be back to finish off the video. All right, so never really did I ever think that I was gonna be on camera in my hair turban, but here I am. The first thing I do is I just unwrap my hair, So this hair towel, they sell this at Sephora, but I bought mine at Winners or Marshalls, and it's this brand. It's called Aquas. I can link it down below. Oh my god, my hair is such a mess, but I'll link it down below in the down bar so that you can find this, and I'll see if Amazon carries this at all, but you can use any hair turban or towel to dry your hair, but I really like this one. I feel like it soaks up all the water, so this is really damp right now, meaning all the moisture has kind of been sucked out of my hair, which that's awesome because that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm just going to take my wet brush and I'm just going to brush out, excuse me while I knock my elbow into the wall there, but I'm just going to brush out my hair just so that there's no knots. Honestly, guys, I don't even know. I've never thought I would film myself like no makeup on, hair complete mess, and showing you how I dry it, but I feel like who cares, right? Who cares? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section this off just as I did in my last video when I was curling my hair. And so, sorry, this is really hard when I'm looking in the viewfinder because I feel like it's all moving backwards. I'm going to try and clip this with that same claw clip. It's easier for me to clip, I feel like, when it's wet, just kind of stays up. Knocking everything over. So again, my hair is really, really knotted, and honestly, I think it's probably because I just had it done 2 or 3 weekends ago. I feel like normally when I get any kind of bleaching done to my hair, the texture changes quite drastically. It doesn't feel damaged, but it does feel changed. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to use the Dry Bar Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler. So this is supposed to detangle your hair, but it's also a heat protectant, and it can protect up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's formulated with biotin, vitamin B and C, and UV blockers, so that's really good because it'll give you sun protection. It does have fragrance in it, so if that bothers you, I would stay away from this, but I quite enjoy the smell of this one. And if you have the FabFitFun subscription, you would have got this in your last box. Anyways, I'm just going to spritz a little bit. I feel like I should have done this before I even clipped up my hair, but we can spray it section to section. That's not a problem. Okay, so basically, I'll show you without turning the brush on, but I will basically grab my hair like that, brush through it, and I'll keep going over it probably 5 to 6 times or so when it's dry. I mean, I've let my hair dry now for well over half an hour, so it's just kind of damp. It's not really wet. Like, it's not soaking wet. So I think we shouldn't take as long. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this baby on and play some music for you guys while I dry my hair. so most of my hair is dry now. It's not like 100% dry, but I think it's manageable. I don't want to go over my hair with too much heat. But I am going to turn this guy on to the cool setting, and I'm just going to brush through with cold air just to kind of cool it off, because I feel like most of it's really hot right now. Also, I'm like sweating because this thing, well, like any blow dryer, this will make you extremely hot. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to speed through that too, so you don't have to listen to the annoying sound. And there it is. That's how it looks immediately after blow drying, and it usually tends to stay, or so I hope it does. But yeah, that's basically what I end up with. I mean, I don't get a lot of volume, but I do get a little bit of lift, just so my hair doesn't feel super limp and flat against my head. So I really like that, and it kind of gives it a little bit of a sheen. It's a natural kind of straight. It's not like pin straight, so it kind of has a little bit of flow. This is the only way I like to wear my hair straight. Usually if I do, sometimes I'll go in with a straightener just to smooth out any frizz, but this hot brush, like zero frizz with this. I can't say that for obviously everyone, but yeah, so far so good. All right guys, so yeah, basically this is what I end up with after using my hot brush, and you can see it was a little more voluminous, I guess, when I actually finished versus now, which has been a couple hours. And that's probably because my hair always tends to fall limp no matter what I do to it. That's just what it is. I can't do anything about it. That's just my hair. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you've tried this out, how you feel about it. Have you had any troubles with it? Because I think people that maybe are watching my video might want to know how it works on your hair type. So if you can leave a comment down below about your hair type and how it worked for you, that would be super appreciated. Yeah, but even then, let me know if you tried it or if you're considering trying it. If you do end up trying it, I would love to know your thoughts about this and if you feel similarly to me about this product. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe and join our little family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, there's that little thumbs up button. If you could hit that as well. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it. And of course, I would love for you to share this video with anyone that you think might be interested in using the Revlon hot brush. So please go ahead and do that if you think that that would be useful for them. But also check out the video that I'm going to link below with a comparison of this to the dry bar brush, because I think it's there's a hefty price difference there, and I think this one's probably going to do the same, if not a better job. When you watch that video, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, definitely check out that video as well. I'm so sorry I can't remember the name of the person who posted it. I feel really, really bad. But yeah, so I guess that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.